My apologies, give me a moment. I had to take care of some things. Alright. I'm here, I'm sorry. Of course, the moment I hit start streaming, my dog has to ring the bell. For me, to go probably see that takes like 10 minutes. And of course, my camera also isn't. Oh, great. This is already a disaster stream, but I haven't even started yet. Can it just work, for the love of God? Let me restart software and let's see if that works. God. Yeah, boot up. Don't care. I can't. What do you mean? It's plugged in. God. Searching. There it goes. Oh my God. Okay. And now, of course, because I have to fucking unplug it, plug it back in. Everything's fucked up. There we go. Okay. Give me a moment. Alright. Is it working? Let's see. Well, one way to find out, right? Let's see. Okay, it's working. Thank fuck. Alright, we're here. I started. Yeah, sorry. Of course, the moment I hit start streaming, my dog rang the bell. Means, oh, I have to take her potty, and she, like, takes, like, 10 minutes to sniff around before she does anything. And, of course, it was literally right when I hit start streaming. Like, oh, well, fuck me. So, anyway, hi, Synccat, how you doing? Yeah, luckily, I didn't think I was going to be able to stream today, but hey, guess what? Because this is my sister's room. This isn't my room. I didn't have enough space in my room to put this up. Hey, how you doing? How you doing, Mama? How you doing? Now she's probably going to be bothering me the entire stream. But anyway. And great. I hope that's a frame dog. Thanks. Anyway, what I was saying, right. This is my sister's room because I don't have space in my own room, and she doesn't really live here because she's a college student. So I was just like, oh, I'll just set it up here. There's a desk here. And of course, she comes back for like the holidays, and she lives in this room again. So luckily, she had to go work right when shortly after I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to stream today. But here we go. Also, why is it saying I'm offline? Can one thing go right? Why is my stream preview say offline? What? That's weird. Give me a moment. Oh my God. It says I'm streaming. What the fuck? Okay. What the... Close pop out. Oh, now it's working. Okay, that was weird. Anyway. Wow. A lot of things are just going wrong all at once. Lovely. Anyway. We're going to actually be watching something today that I have had planned since at least yesterday. It is by a YouTuber. I don't know why, like, I could call him a YouTuber. It's whatever. Called The Birdman. And if you aren't subbed to him, he is amazing. I watch his stuff all the time. He goes deep with shit. He like has a relatively recent series. Say recent, I'm looking at like one of his videos. This is 2 months ago. Called Exposing the Grift, where he just fucking goes after grifters. And he put out a video, like, actually here, I have it pulled up right now, 2 days ago, about, hey, what is a grifter? And I did already watch it, disclaimer. But I figured that you guys would be interested, because this dude knows his shit. Like, he's way smarter than me. So, yeah, we'll actually be able to use my fucking React. So, yeah, this is one of those streams that I said was gonna be like, hey, let's try something. So, and yeah. And watch, like, we're gonna be like, here, let me just switch over. And I don't know how good that looks, but actually it looks like a typical rich stream, so I say it tracks. Right. And I'm sure there's probably a few people that are watching Rich's members only stream, which I had a feeling anyway. So yeah, this is like a test thing anyway, so it's not a big deal. And May, can you please? Thank you. I can't really pet you right now. I know if I try to pick you up, you'll try to bite me. Anyway. So yeah, what is grifting? Let's find out.
A Keynesian beauty contest is a scenario where individuals base their choices not on their own preferences, but on what they believe others will choose or find appealing.
And already something I had no idea about. I was a kid that like cuts deep, like, which, hey, that kind of sounds, and also that kind of sounds familiar.
It's so named due to the phenomenon where judges of a beauty contest vote on whether or not the other judges find a contestant beautiful, rather than what they themselves think of a contestant.
Interesting.
It seems rather counterintuitive,
and also, let me
but when
fix
this
my levels
concept
real
is
quick.
applied to other realms of
If I could
society,
get my mouse over
it begins
Jesus
to paint
Christ.
a clearer picture. One example
All
is
right.
an election where a voter
I think
may
that's
support
better.
a candidate they think is most likely to win rather than their genuine preference to avoid apparently wasting their vote.
Huh.
I think the Republican
That
Party
sounds familiar,
demonstrates
too.
this quite well, as back in 2015 when Trump announced his candidacy,
Oh.
he fought hard against him in the primary.
Oh, the
but when it
orange
became
man.
apparent that he was striking
And
a
why
chord
isn't
with
my
the public-
shortcuts work? There we go.
I'm gonna come.
There, I was trying to hit that, but
and
of
was
course the
likely to win
space bar
nomination,
wasn't working.
Everyone fell into place. The Democrats seem to take the opposite approach, where they seemingly decide who they want beforehand and push that candidate regardless of...
Yes. Yes, that is 100% what they do. And hey, it's the man they did that to. The man who had a shit ton, and I mean a shit ton of votes, but regardless, wasn't ever nominated, even though he had these massive rallies that I'm pretty sure, like, correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't like one of Bernie's rallies when like they're going to like pick Biden? Like, wasn't like his rallies, like Bernie's rallies, like in like 2020, like bigger than Biden's, and even still they didn't choose him? I wonder why, especially since he doesn't want universal health care. I wonder why they sidelined Bernie Sanders. God, I have no idea.
If they are popular with the public or not, and this has resulted in them getting beaten in 2016 and 2024.
Bernie won every single county in West Virginia.
That statement just makes me more pissed, and they chose fucking old Biden. Okay, yeah. I didn't even know this either, that he won Every county in West Virginia, and yet they're like, no, let's pick the half-dead corpse instead, and I don't have an applause. I purposely don't have an applause because I didn't want to be rich, but oh well. That pisses me off. Can you not go through her stuff, please? Please? Can you please stop being a pain in the butt? Thank you.
Counties.
Yes.
Every single county went for Bernie, and Mingo
Wow.
Hillary came in third place behind somebody named...
Third place? Third? I didn't know that. I assumed like maybe like second. I didn't know this shit. And I guess I wasn't paying too much attention because I don't remember this part at all. I was like listening to it while I was driving, so I guess that makes sense. I don't know who Paul Farrell is either. I never heard of this man in my life. I never heard of this man in my life.
I'm gonna come.
And yet we got this guy.
I'm gonna come.
We got this guy as president.
I'm gonna come.
Anyway, I'm gonna stop spamming
Paul
my
Farrell.
5
I don't know who that
sounds.
is, okay?
Even though Bernie Sanders won.
Look, yeah, look at that shit. Hold on.
Paul Farrell. I don't even know who that is, okay?
Even though
Dude. Again, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this might be bigger than a Trump rally. Holy shit. Like, I might, again, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm not, like, super, like, autistically into politics to, like, be, like, to, like, go into crowd sizes, but I don't know. This seems pretty huge. Like, I think this is, like, comparable to a Trump rally, at
Bernie
least.
Sanders won all 55 counties in West Virginia. The West Virginia Democratic Party went to the Democratic National Convention and told this lie.
19 votes for the next president of the United States.
Wow. A fucking politician lying. Whoa. Never heard of that one before.
Hillary Rodham Clinton.
Single lone West Virginian
Oh, he has memberships.
Did
I
her
might
best
actually
to put
subscribe to
her
him.
little
Here,
homemade
actually,
sign within the
there.
camera
How about
frame
that?
so that the American
No,
people
stop.
would know the truth.
Politics isn't the
Don't
only
scratch
area
my
where the
fucking
Keynesian beauty
wall,
contest makes
please.
sense.
Thank you.
The stock market is famous, or infamous, for investors buying a stock they believe others will find attractive.
Sounds familiar. That sounds familiar too.
Only for that investor to pull out early while the interest is high, making a nice profit in the process.
So you're saying the stock market is the first crypto scam? Which, I know, there's differences. Like, oh, but there's, like, bailouts, there's laws. Yeah, but it's basically the same idea. That's probably a take some people might not like, but oh well.
On social media, this concept goes from a
Oh, look who it fucking is! Look who it is! Hey, buddy, how you doing? I know you. I know you. How's the game? How's that game coming along? That's been taking 10 years. How's it coming along? Oh right. Oh right. It's not. It got leaked, and people are now coping about the state it's in.
amusing to outright insidious. Media grifters will make video after video on a property before it has even come out in an attempt at catching the
Yes. Now, some context. Years ago, actually, I say years ago, it was like up until like last year, I was in the alt-right pipeline. I was. I straight up was. Yes, I went from straight cis dude to probably one of the queerest people in my friend group. And that is my best friend's words, not mine. So I know all about their playbook, all the fucking tactics they used that actually did work on me. They did. And one of the things they would do is, yes, they would just, like, see a fucking trailer and see, like, a female protagonist that isn't, like, hypersexualized, and they'd go woke. It was automatically woke. And they wouldn't, like, straight up say, like, what was, like, considered woke, that, like, oh, just diversity in general is woke. But it was. Like, that's what is it, like, not whistleblowing. Not virtue signaling. That's a different word. God, what's the word for it? What's the fucking word for it? God damn it. I can't remember. It's like dog whistling. That's it. It is dog whistling because they would always, like, crap on certain features of a person all the time. And it was always, like, related, like, ties back to, like, the person's, like, whatever, like, state, like, like, anything diverse about them. Even if it's just them being a woman, not showing titties. It was, like, and, like, here's another thing I knew. They won't straight up, like, if you watch the quartering, he won't straight up say, at least from what I know, at least from what I've watched, that, oh yeah, he won't, like, straight up say, I hate trans people, but he'll say a bunch of stuff that is, like, a bit transphobic, and it does add up. So, anyway, back to this.
Wave of hatred before it
I know
starts,
all about this,
and
but
often
yes,
end
they
up
do
being
this.
wrong while hilariously changing their tune. This concept is core to the grift and is a surefire sign that you're dealing with a grifter when you see it. But what is a grifter? Given that the nature of this series is to expose grifters.
One thing I will mention before we get into the meat, which I think he's about to do, is there is an argument against grifters that I see online about, like, people will say, like, oh, this person's a grifter, and then their defense is, oh, but I think this person actually believes it, because one of the things about grifters is they can't actually believe it. They have to be, like, lying. And one of those is this dude, Critical Drinker. I think I have seen a couple people mention, like, I actually think he believes this. Just wait. This is big.
And their behaviors, you might be wondering,
he has something big
so
about
long
Critical
to
Drinker in
define
here.
what grifting is. I'm often criticized for being too optimistic, and I
Holy
can see where
shit.
those people are coming
Just
from.
popped my
I
finger.
assumed we all knew what a grifter was, but after making my video on the Critical Drinker, I noticed quite a lot of people.
Here, let's see. It's funny when a grifter calls someone else a grifter. This dude is not a grifter, I can tell you that. He'll give takes that pisses everyone off. Birdie, you seem to come off as a Destiny-style reviewer. Okay, very adept at using... I have no idea. Sophistry. I don't know what that word is. I'm sorry. I'm an idiot. To try to attack alt-right, quote-unquote, alt-right viewpoints. People in the comments complain about... I can't give them too much shit because sometimes, who knows, maybe I'll correct with shit. It's shit with me all the time. People in the comment complain about hearing the term woke. Woke in quotes too, great. But the same can be said about using the term alt-right! Exclamation point, okay.
Mostly his fanboys attempted to call me a grifter.
I don't know.
Which
I
found
don't.
amusing,
Again,
but
I don't look
it
at
also made
people's
me realize
conversations.
that people don't know what
Another
a grifter
hypocrite.
is. So today, I'm going to define it for you and provide some examples. So
Alright,
that
I
from
ain't
now
reading
on,
all
you will
that
be able to identify when someone is grifting.
Hey. Oh wait, no, you can't pause the stream. Oh shit, I was about to say pause the stream and read it. Oh wait, you can't. This is Twitch. Anyway. What is grifting?
The term grifter traditionally refers to someone who engages
Gets money dishonestly. I do know what the traditional grifter is because of that episode in Community. If you know, you know.
And schemes for financial
Grift,
or
grift,
material gain,
grift,
often
grift, if you
involving
remember that.
deceit. A famous, non-controversial example would be Charles Ponzi, the originator of the infamous Ponzi scheme, a type of
Yeah, pretty much. Hey, we know all about fucking scam artists. Like, literal ones on the internet.
investment fraud where returns are paid to earlier investors using the capital of newer investors rather than legitimate profits. Under this definition, if I tilted my head sideways and squinted my eyes, I can kind of see
Hey,
why
it's
people
the
don't
clip
think
from
what
the show I was
Eric
just
July,
talking
Yellow
about.
Flash and the Critical Drinker do is grifting. Their audience's defense for them.
Hey,
is that they are
Martian
simply telling
Gilf Hunter,
everyone their
welcome
opinions, and
to my stream.
opinions can't be grifting, right? Well, when we call
We're talking about grifters today. And what is a grifter? There is something damning in this video. If you
all these
wait,
people
stay
grifters,
tuned.
it's a shorthand for media grifter, which is
Media
a different kind
grifter.
of
That
grifter.
is, yes. I know some people might find this cringe, but I honestly think it is. Don't speak of my people. Too bad.
A media grifter engages in the dissemination
not.
of false or misleading
Just
information,
basic.
not
Great,
necessarily out of
okay.
genuine belief,
That's fine.
but as a
Press on
calculated
camera, that's
move to
great.
attract attention, provoke outrage,
You
and
can't see
maintain
anything, it's
relevance
fine.
in the media landscape. These people have a profit motive. The key
Oh, yeah, this dude. Right. So, what fun fact about Yellow Flash. If you watch Nicholas Diorio, there was a time, like a few years ago, when like Yellow Flash said something about Miles Morales, and Nicholas Diorio of all people, like I think like tweeted at him saying like something along the lines of, dude, just say you're racist. Or like say you just hate black people. I don't have that tweet like on deck. I don't like have that stuff on deck. But I promise you that did fucking happen. Like a few years ago. I don't remember what it might have been 2021, but but yeah, if Nick Diorio of all people is, if Diorio of all people tells you you're racist, I think you're racist, buddy.
key element of any grift
I
is
said this in
financial
the
or
Discord,
personal
but I'm
gain.
going
By selling
make an
outrage,
alt-right
these
account
individuals
called
tap
the
into
alt-right
emotional
Bud
responses to
Light.
drive
The alt-right Bud Light night, yeah, do it. It'll be funny.
engagement, which translates into clicks.
That's actually kind of
subscriptions,
funny.
and ad revenue, like the Ponzi.
Oh, it's Smash JT! I wish I had applause, but I don't. Hey! Rich watched him yesterday.
The scheme relies on enthusiastic
see
and
bots.
inexperienced investors. This type
Dude.
of grift relies on the gullibility of the audience or the person.
I
that's
don't know
being
this
sold the
dude.
outrage.
I don't know him.
Grifters capitalize on the audience's
Nerdrotic, yes, I know.
biases and general unwillingness
kinda
to scrutinize
known.
the things they're saying.
Yeah, you
In
should
a
make an
previous
alt-right
video in this
account.
series, I spoke
Martian
about how
Guilfire,
go
that'll
woke,
be
go
funny.
broke was just a cute saying that doesn't map onto reality. Whether
Yeah,
or not
we
media
may
grifters
watch
actually
some
believe
more of
this
his stuff.
debunked concept remains a topic
By
of
the way, 'cause he
discussion,
does
but what
make-
is clear is that their audience actually believes it's
It is
real.
real,
That's
though.
entirely the problem.
It isn't real. Like, here's the thing. If Get Woke Go Broke is real, why are they still making all that these fucking companies care about is money. Like, that's what a corporation is made for. It's to make money. If Get Woke Go Broke was real, why the fuck are we still seeing diversity in movies? It's because it sells. It's because it sells. Because if it didn't sell, they would stop. It would be Get Woke Go Broke. But they aren't. If they were going broke, they wouldn't be going woke still. Like, 10 years later.
And why this series exists. Let's pause for a second and talk about another type of grifter. The
Oh,
flat
that's
earther.
a fucking
I have another series where I debunk conspiracy
image.
theories, and the one
That's
topic that seems
hilarious.
to come up rather often is the archaic idea that the Earth is flat.
Right, yes. He does have this series where he goes even more like he goes into like scientific shit because the far right is smaller than the far left. Is it? Oh. Yes. I think it is. I think you are right that the far right is smaller. I think. It's either, like, it might now be similar, but I think that is true. Yes.
Obviously, this is not
But if
true,
it makes
and you have
money,
to
they're
be
going to
extremely
keep
gullible
making
to
shit.
believe
And
the things-
again, I do agree with Rich's point of, if you don't like something, and I had this take, like, since, like, 2014, when I was, like, in 6th grade. If you don't like, well, maybe not smaller, but less socially acceptable, so people don't say their real views when they're racist. Yeah. Yes, that also is true. The latter part definitely is. And, yeah, it is less socially acceptable now. Like, because, like, I don't know. I don't know psychology. There might be reasons to it. Maybe it is something to do with acceptance of people more, and people are more sensitive to that stuff. I don't know. Like, I'm not a fucking what is it? Like, psychologist? That's probably the wrong word, but anyway, my point here, I do agree with Rich. Is like, if you don't like it, just don't buy it. Just don't engage with it. If something bothers you that much, like, and I had this take. That's what got me into, like, the alt-right, I guess you could say, in the first place. Was, yes, there were a bunch of lefties back in, like, 2014 that were all, like, that were complaining about shit that didn't make sense, and that was what got me roped in. And people back then were saying, like, oh, if you don't like it, don't buy it, and I agreed with that, and that's how I started. Then it just, like, devolved further and further and further, and now they're the people, basically, that they swore to destroy. They just are. They're now the ones complaining about content and shit. Like, they are. Like, what's in something. And they're not practicing what they were saying, like, 10 years ago of, like, oh, if you don't like it, don't buy it. Like, why are you telling people what to make? Now they're telling people what to make. And that's when I started, especially, to go, okay, this is stupid. Like, this isn't what I, like, subscribe to. Like, you're going against everything. Anyway,
prominent flat earthers
enough
say.
rambling.
But therein lies the point. It's the gullibility of the audience that allows a grift to continue. Interestingly, there is a challenge for flat earthers called the final experiment.
Should
that
be
will take place in
unacceptable.
December
Yeah.
of this year.
Yeah. I agree with that too. Or Shingilf Hunter. That is true. Stalin was terrible. He was. And, like, actually a bunch of lefties will hate that I say that. He was, dude. He put people in camps for disagreeing with him. You can't do that. Come on.
The final experiment is a group of science communicators and flat earthers.
But anyway,
going on
this is
all
a
expenses
good
trip
point
to
about flat
Antarctica
earthers.
to observe the behavior
Actually,
of the sun. I reiterate, all expenses paid.
all
That will
expenses
be
paid.
important later. The objective of
That
the final
actually- yes,
experiment
it
is
is.
simple. If the Earth is a globe, the sun in Antarctica will never set and will be visible 24 hours a day. If the Earth is flat, you will not be able to see the sun in the sky all of those 24 hours, and if the sun sets,
Right.
it will prove the Earth is not a sphere. Obviously, we already have proof that the December sun is
There you
visible
go.
24 hours a day in Antarctica. But the thing with true believers is that they have to see things for themselves, and the goal of the experiment is to get prominent.
Well, hey, it's all expenses paid, so here we go. Yeah. Oh yeah, Mao was terrible. I'm not a communist. I'm not like that. Yeah, you can't do full-on socialism. It doesn't work. Like, maybe like a pseudo version would. I don't know. Again, I'm not I don't know political science or anything. But hey, you should be able to just.
Flat earthers
These
to
flat
see
earthers
that
just, like, come
evidence for
in.
themselves, hopefully cutting the head off the snake.
Yeah, like,
now you would think that
all
an
expenses
all
paid.
expenses paid trip to perform an
not?
experiment of this magnitude would be immediately leapt at by these.
Yeah, like I would. Even if I'm not a flat earther, but I would just just to be part of it. And just to go to Antarctica, I would.
Finally, they will be able to prove once and for all that the
stop.
governments of the world are preventing
Stop.
normal people from going to Antarctica and that the Earth is flat and that will justify everything they've been saying all this time. Right? Well, what happened is that when...
Yeah. Yeah, see ya, man. The VOD will be up. I did make sure that option was enabled beforehand. See ya.
certain prominent flat earthers
They'll
were
be there.
invited on the trip, they turned it down.
Des.
Again, I remind you that all...
So a good chunk of flat earthers don't most likely, do not believe the earth is fucking flat. Because if they actually did, why aren't they going to this fucking... Why aren't they going to the trip? It's all expenses paid. They don't have to pay. They can't even use the excuse of, oh, I can't afford it. Because it's all expenses paid. All
of their expenses would be paid.
Unless
what possible reason would these
would,
people turn
they
down
know
what
what
is
the
clearly
outcome
an
would
opportunity
be.
of a lifetime? My point is likely starting to dawn on the more astute of you. Turning down this opportunity immediately outed them as grifters. Or
And if they say anything else, it's fucking cope. Because, dude, why... Like, you had an all-expenses paid trip to Antarctica. How... Like, you should just go. Just so you could say that, hey, I went to Antarctica. Be one of the people who could say that. But no. No, they didn't, because...
Capitalizing on the gullibility of an audience, as they themselves may not be true believers of the things they're saying, and instead are seeking personal and financial gain by telling people the Earth is flat.
Yep.
By participating in the
Yeah,
experiment,
like, that, it's
they
the
would
only
prove the Earth
logical
is a
reason.
sphere, and by extension, ruin their ability to grift. Get it? By engaging with the facts, they risk exposing themselves as profiting off of the true believers, thereby losing their stream of revenue. And this has already happened. Austin Whitsitt, a flat earther with a sizable channel here on
I don't
YouTube
know who
and
this
one of the
dude is.
participants of the final
Either.
experiment, was called a shill by his own fans, with some going as far as to claim he'd been paid off by the organizer of the trip. It got so bad that Austin had to address the claims outright, where he admits the sun doesn't set and tries to prove they are in fact in Antarctica, while his former fans harass and chide him for being a part of the
Oh, that's such, like, internet shit, dude. Prove you're in Antarctica. Prove it.
nebulous they.
Damn it.
You know, I'm sitting right here telling you that it's real. And so,
It's fake / CGI.
You're just ridiculous. Okay,
Of course, there's the cope. There's the cope. There's the cope. Hey, Carlos, they're coping. They're coping. I know, right? I can't believe it either. Flat Earthers are coping after they denied a trip to Antarctica. Can you believe that? Yeah, I know. I go too. I know, right? I'm fucking... My ass is not that small, you fucking bird. Fuck off.
Birdman, flat Earth is obviously not true, to which I would agree. But you see, when I point out that go woke, go broke is also obviously not true, the same person that saw through the flat Earth...
There's literally numbers that prove get woke, go broke isn't real. There
idea
is.
from
I don't have
prominent
one
content
hand.
creators over and over,
You can
and
look
in
it
their
up
mind
if you want to.
is a truism due to the illusory truth effect taking over. So, as I said, this series exists to scrutinize the things these grifters say, to show you the things they say
and
are
like
not true,
all of
and to
these
show the
videos are
manipulative
great.
Tactics these people employ in their attempt at maintaining relevance in this space. In their pursuit of farming and harvesting outrage, media grifters latch onto anything they believe will be controversial to the public, whether that's a game or a movie being...
Because it gets people emotional, and anger is like one of the strongest emotions. Fun fact. It is. One of the strongest emotions, and it gets people to engage. Why do you think Twitter shows you content that pisses you off? Because they know you'll respond to it, and you'll engage with it, and do it more and more and more.
So-called woke, a media property adapting something with source
I'm
material
glad I
and
left
material
Twitter.
being changed in some way, or just if a woman or a black person is in
Yeah, dude, look at this. Look at the thumbnails are always the fucking say. Hi, how you doing? Welcome to my stream.
a prominent role. The strategy is simple. Make a video or Twitter post about a media property that hasn't been released to the public, complain about it by featuring the hot talking points of the day, which
They're all the fucking same. It's all the same thumbnail. It always is. Like, or it's variations of each other. Like, it's across multiple channels. It's so weird. Like, you go Coring's thumbnails. You take a thumbnail from the quartering, and then you go to, like, Nerd Rock's thumbnail, and they're, like, almost the same. It's so weird.
these days
Like,
tends to be
it's
how
so
woke
weird. They
something
know
is,
it gets clicks.
possibly
They
predict it'll
know
fail,
it.
rate
And I
them
can
on
tell you
engagement.
because it worked
When
on
that
me
media
before.
property releases, two things
In the
can happen.
past.
One,
When I
if
was
the
an
general
idiot.
audience dislikes that media property, make a video or a post
Oh,
gloating
it's
that you
Scrums
were right
again.
about it sucking,
Yay!
and therefore any media properties that even superficially resemble this one are also shit and will
Point
fail,
out
so
woke
people
this,
should
reach
trust
out.
your expertise on this subject. Or
Ugh.
two, the general audience likes
Great.
that media property. When this happens, two
Right,
more things
right.
can happen.
And they always, there's like this like fucking, he might show the
A,
image, let's
you
see.
can ignore that
No, he doesn't. There's this image for like Rotten Tomatoes I saw of like, that's like, one side is like the tomato meter and stuff and like the results, and like another category is like you like the movie or you don't, and there's just a bunch of cope responses for each one, and it's it's true.
the general
'Cause
audience
they
likes
do
the
it.
thing and continue
the
to
same
push the
talking
rhetoric
point,
while
like,
teaching your
again
audience to
and
call
again
the
and
general
again.
audience sheep and NPCs that like slop.
So does this movie answer the question?
NPCs that
Did
like
Gladiator
slop.
need a sequel? It does answer.
NPCs that like slop, and then they'll turn around and watch a fucking Tom Dark video that people call slop and be totally okay with it.
The answer is no. But was I entertained? Like if I'm giving the comedy
Hypocrites.
thumb there, I'd give the movie a thumbs up. Have myself an enjoyable time. No alcohol required.
Yeah, he is.
CGI sharks this. They
He is
did just as
a good
good of
reviewer.
an acting
This
job
dude isn't a
as
good
the
reviewer.
overrated, overcast Pedro Pascal. You know, the guy who called half the country Confederate.
Oh my God, it's the same talking points, too.
For his efforts, he gets cast in
Oh
absolutely
my God,
everything,
okay.
which will, I think, eventually lead to
Oh,
a
they're
soft
all the
reboot
fucking
of
same.
Being John Malkovich.
Or B, you can lean into the like of the general audience and pretend
Yes.
it wasn't woke, and that's why it did
Can you
well.
do me a favor?
Peach
Yeah,
is
what?
just like there's literally Peach has done
It's not
nothing
crazy or big.
but
Yeah, shoot me,
be
man.
stoic and smart and powerful and commanding, and Mario is bumbling, stumbling idiot.
Yeah, just let me know. Like, I'll see it. There's not that many people
Look,
in
like
my
right there,
chat.
she just has
It's all
this
right.
confidence. You know, she's just standing there with all this confidence.
What's going
With
on,
all this
everybody?
confidence.
Just
And I remember when it came out, they're like, some of them were saying, this is woke because Peach like is better than Mario, and then others like, exactly what he just said, because they like it.
watch the Super Mario movie, and this is just gonna be a quick review of my thoughts on the film. I loved it. Peach is not a girl boss, although under
Like,
the
I
current
think the Mario movie is
Hollywood
good. Like I
template,
saw it in
understand
theaters
why
with
some
a
people
friend.
are
Like,
very
it's
sensitive
good.
to some of the lines in the movie or the approach, but Mario is very much a hero in the movie.
After Mario,
Princess Peach
I just
she is
realized-
kinda like badass and everything, but we've seen her be badass
What the-
before.
Seems like you should stop making that
Yes, that was a point I was making back then when it came out. I was like, ban me on Twitch for whatever reason. He's my day one and hasn't unbanned me. It's been days. And he only banned me. He only banned me for a joke and it was 15 minutes. Okay. Like, I'm sorry that happened to you. Like, for a joke is 50 minutes. Oh, I banned you for a joke. Yeah, I know that one. Like, I'm sorry that you did. Like, I'm not going like, oh, you want me to ban you? Is that what you're asking? For like a joke? I mean, I can. Like, I can. If that's what you want me to do, like, for a little bit, I can.
Content.
Like, let me know.
before
Like,
a
I just
movie
want to make
comes
sure that's
out,
what you're
right,
asking.
Jeremy? It's always a fucking Jeremy, isn't it? Anyway, now, I've spoken
To
about the
unban
critical
me?
drink.
Who was this? I guess I could, like, later. Like, I don't know who this person you're talking about is. He's streaming right now. I don't know what I can do. Like, I honestly do not. Like, I'm sorry that happened to you. Yeah. You're gonna see 22. I'll see if I can do anything. Like, you'll probably just ignore me because I don't know this person. It's not like I'm a mod to him or anything. Yeah, partly because I'm in the middle of something. No, he won. Okay. No, he won't. Okay, yeah. Yeah, again. Like, I'm sorry that happened to you. That sucks. Like, I get that feeling. I got banned for a bunch of places recently for honestly, some things are deserved, but whatever.
Forgive this
Never
recast,
heard of
but he's
Review
just
Tech
so
USA.
rich with
Yes, there's a
examples of
bot
the
on his
behaviors
channel.
I'm talking about
And he banned me
that I can't resist.
without
Famously,
notice.
before the Barbie movie came
So I know
out,
how you
movie
feel.
grifters
I'm sorry
assumed their
about that.
Audiences wanted to hear that this movie would fail because it was obviously woke.
But yeah,
So
I'm in the
they
middle of something. Well, and even if I like Chad, he'd probably just ignore me. I know the rigmarole of trying to get unbanned, and it's never worked for me.
Video after video and social media post after social media post describing how this movie would go broke because
Right,
it had gone
yes.
woke.
Yes.
Then the movie comes
Barbie
out,
2
and
was a
suddenly
thing.
These same people began scrambling for excuses for the film's success.
Was a thing.
You
And
know,
then all of a sudden they're
obvious
like,
cope.
I love
But the
this
critical
movie.
drinker
It
did
wasn't
something
woke at
strange.
all.
He decided to push the idea that the movie
Right.
hated men.
What none of us expected was
Here's
114 minutes of spiteful, bitter, mean-spirited...
He's crazy
borderline
over viewers. Oh, he gets up in his feelings.
unhinged hatred of men and everything even
Yeah.
vaguely associated with them. Barbie is like the deformed, mutated rage child of Captain Marvel, Ghostbusters
Yeah, I'm sorry, man.
2016, and She-Hulk. It is pure brain cancer in movie form, and I was genuinely shocked by the sheer, undisguised contempt this film has towards 50% of the human population.
Right.
You see,
Keep what he said in mind. Like, keep that in mind.
Drinker miscalculated something.
I
He
think
seems
this
to have
is-
assumed the onslaught of pre-release hatred would cause his and other audiences that consume Grifter content to not go out and actually see the movie, which, unfortunately for him, many people actually did. His review comes across as a person that not only didn't see the film, but also one who was simply
Probably because he
repeating some of the
didn't.
pre-release talking points that were dispelled by the film itself. You see, like all media grifters, he created a problem and tried to sell you the solution.
Yet. That is exactly what they do. Yes.
It backfired this time because the film was a massive success, and anyone who has actually seen the film
They
can
make a problem and they're like, oh, we gotta do this. Every time. Yes.
attest that his talking points are extreme exaggerations that border on misinformation. But this is the case with all media grifters. They wield mis- and disinformation like a superpower, galvanizing a
They do. They weaponize it. They do weaponize it. Yes.
volatile audience that then spread their rhetoric like a weird social virus for which I'm attempting to provide a vaccine. Not according to this guy, though. I am a few
Here's
things.
Twitch being dumb.
A video essayist, a debunker, a fact.
Crazy girls and fatso children. Well, I haven't seen it. I haven't actually seen the movie. I just heard it was well written. And people liked it. Gay boys. Okay, you're kind of pushing it with that one, in my opinion.
A sit-down comedian. For 7 years, I've called out CinemaSins for lying, manipulating footage, and just flat out being wrong about some of the things they
Yeah,
said.
he does go
In
after
that same time frame,
CinemaSins.
I've made arguments for positions that were relatively unpopular or
But
outright against the
what?
consensus. For example,
Okay, I
I have
guess that
videos
wasn't the
explaining that the
stinger I
hatred for
was
Resident Evil 3 is
remembered.
misguided, that Thanos is a better villain than Heath Ledger's Joker, that Phase 4 of the MCU is not that bad, and that the first
I don't
Venom
know.
movie is kind of one of the worst comic book films of all time.
Get the fuck out of here, dude. That movie's fucking.
She-Hulk wasn't good. It wasn't. It was the only movie, the only like Marvel anything where I watched a bit of it and just turned it off like partway through because I couldn't. It was just badly written. It just was.
Okay. If you actually sit down, rewatch
CG
the movie,
wasn't
and
good
think
either.
about what's going on, it's bad every way you look at it. The only thing that slightly redeems the movie is Tom Hardy's performance, which I admit it can be funny, but that's not what makes a movie good. Just because something makes you laugh a few times, that doesn't mean the fucking movie's good. That's not how that works. But I said enough about Venom. Fuck that movie.
My
point is, I've never been afraid of standing up to the popularly held belief, and that's precisely what makes me the anti-grifter.
No.
I'm not here to tell you what you want to hear.
Disney pay you and talk about Warner Brothers movie. Wow.
The attempts at
Okay.
calling me a grifter are not only unfounded, they're just another form of
Yeah, he isn't.
anti-intellectualism.
He isn't a grifter.
Expertise is
He's
under
not.
attack in modern society.
I know
We live in
grifters.
a time where the
you
intelligent are
stop
called
searching?
arrogant, and the anti-intellectuals have giant platforms
No comment. No
with
comment
which they
on
get to
this.
spread the idiocracy.
that
if you
that
are a
who
fact
speaks
checker in
out there.
2024, you get labeled jealous, a hater,
Jealous.
fake news, a shill,
Yeah, I'm
and a
jealous
host of other unsavory
A
adjectives.
grifter. Yeah.
This is because people are not actually interested in the truth.
Sure, buddy.
They care more about some figurehead
care.
repeating what they already want to believe, and grifters are happy to do that for them. This is why the president-elect proudly stated Haitian immigrants were
Eating the dogs.
Yeah.
The people that came in, they're eating the cats. They're eating.
And people are going,
They're
this
eating
guy.
the
But
pets
hey,
of the people that live
economy,
there.
economy.
even
That's
though
why.
that was demonstrably false and had literally zero
Yeah.
evidence backing it up.
It wasn't, and for people like, oh, the Instagram posts, the person literally said later that, oh, I was wrong and this didn't happen, and just people just conveniently ignore that part. So no, no one ate any cat in Springfield, Ohio.
His audience wanted to believe that.
Because even the person
so
that
he
said
sold it
it
to them.
was like,
To
no,
this
actually, I
day,
was
you will
wrong.
find
I found
some
my cat.
lunatic spouting this conspiracy theory as if it were true, and that's because it's not facts that matter anymore. And this is how these grifters thrive. Another telltale sign
Yes.
of a grifter is
Yeah,
a
it
person
makes
that
them
has
money. That's
ingrained
why
themselves into a community and portrays themselves as an authority on the topic, but clearly has no knowledge of that topic. A famous example is the grifter Eric July, aka Young Rippa 59.
I don't know who
that
this
has
is.
positioned
I
himself
don't know.
as
I
an
don't know
authority
this
on
guy.
comic books. He uses this feigned authority to grift on the
But
hatred
let's
of the
see.
MCU,
Let's hear him out.
and he famously flip-flopped
Oh.
on his like of Miles Morales when he realized he could grift on the racist hatred of a black Spider-Man.
Oh. Oh.
Have a million spider folk, which doesn't even make sense when you consider Peter's origin.
I define everybody that's not Peter Parker as an unoriginal Peter Parker.
Talking about Peter.
Wow. Two completely different takes. Almost like he doesn't believe the shit he's saying.
Darker.
Fun fact, Eric used to like the character, even saying he's more than just a black Peter Parker, but he changed his tune when he found out he could make more money pandering to racist comic book fans who hate Miles Morales.
You're just actively making shit up, ha ha ha.
Did you used to like him?
He's on camera. It's like you're making stuff up while he's on camera saying that take.
Just curious.
Sure, buddy.
No. Do you like Miles Morales then?
No.
And he somehow
have been written
the thing is,
decently
someone get away with
that
it.
are of different races and have suited up in the suit of a hero or a version of that hero. One of the more obvious is Miles Morales as Spider-Man. Morales has his own background. This is far better than just simply making Peter Parker a black guy. But Miles is an exception, make no mistake.
I define everybody that's not Peter Parker as an unoriginal Peter Parker.
Even Carlos knows, right? No, you can't. I'm not letting you peck corn on my hole after what happened. No! I'm not letting you do that again. It still hurts. Dude, I already put ointment cream. What are you talking about? Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna ignore you.
Eric likes to criticize comic book media as being inaccurate to the source material, a topic we would actually agree on. The difference between he and I, however, is that Eric is very clearly a poser. A couple years ago,
Yeah.
Eric had a debate with
That's
Bob
what I
from
come.
Organized
Yeah,
Chaos.
why else would you have those two different takes? They're so wildly different that, like, unless it's like across many years. No. Wait, is this whose stream is this? I know Jedi. This chatter, Hold up. Who is this? The dude. No. No fucking way. I just noticed that Jedi of Osis, he was a fucking mod on Rich's channel. For like, until like, wait a minute. The fuck is he doing on this, in this dude's live stream? What the fuck?
In that debate, Bob asked it.
Wait, oh, maybe it's, I don't know. Okay, I don't know the context. But that's definitely, that's the same profile pic. I know this dude. I'm pretty sure, like, I chatted with him back when I wasn't banned from Rich's stream.
A relatively simple question that an actual comic book fan should have been
fucking
able to
way.
answer.
Why? Like, you've read Amazing
Oh,
Fantasy.
okay, if he's on this dude is clearly questioning him. If it's this dude's stream that he's in chat with, then he's fine because
Number
he's
15, right?
holding him to task. Oh, Eric's chat. Okay. Okay, Jai's fine. He's fine. Jai's fine. Jai of Osis is fine. Sorry, I didn't know context. I didn't know. There you go. Thanks, Birdman.
Let's talk about, go back to ISOM. What about it are you asking?
You're good. You're good.
You've read You've read
Damn.
Amazing Fantasy number 15,
Who is
right?
this dude? I don't know who this dude is.
Well, because Eric is a grifter and doesn't actually know what he's talking about, he proceeded to stall until someone in his chat provided the answer to Bob's question, and then, wouldn't you know
Eric,
it,
okay.
Eric is suddenly answering the question as if
Eric
he knew
mentions.
it all along.
What specific action are you asking pertaining to ISOM?
No. I'm gonna get stuck on this one. You've read Amazing
I
Fantasy
don't know.
number 15, right?
So he's saying like, where is Origins powers? Something. I don't know the context of that.
What?
He's
Let's talk
fine.
about ISOM.
Since
You
he's
can ask me a
holding
question.
the
Let's put
grifter,
moving
since
forward.
this dude is holding the grifter task and he's in the dude who's holding him to task, he's fine. You're good.
What specifically about
You're good. That just told him it's a Spider-Man book. Spider-Man's first comic. Oh.
ISOM book is pertaining to like an action that you're asking about his motivation?
Damn. That session,
Dude,
my last laser
have you read
session
Amazing
went
Fantasy number
crazy.
15?
All right, this isn't a gotcha. Can you please answer the question?
And he's a mod in this stream too. Jeez, like what?
It kind of fucking is. You're talking about being a comic book fan.
But honestly, I mean, it's probably less surprising than when I found out Cheetah Man is also a mod in Femiosis stream. That one was like, what?
And you,
Can you please answer the question?
holy shit! Do you know what Amazing Fantasy
There are
15
plenty.
is?
There are plenty of
He's literally like, he's dodging the question.
people that don't
Do
like
you know what Amazing Fantasy 15?
Oh, he could be a politician. He's dodging questions left and right. He's like Neo from the Matrix, or a fucking politician, like I just said. I kind of ruined my own joke, but whatever.
know who Spider-Man is, dipshit.
That's the point. Grifters
just
often do not know what they're talking about, and, they
and
rely
answered
on
the
you
question
not
with a
knowing
question.
They don't know. This is why
Ah.
Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers said Nike hiring Colin Kaepernick was the worst financial move they could make,
Why
only
isn't
for
it-
Nike's stock price to immediately hit an all-time high after doing so. This is why the critical drinkers
There we go.
said
Sorry.
modern movies
Sorry, I
that
had to-
feature
Ah,
women
no, I
beating
didn't
men
want
in the
that.
fight were unrealistic, while simultaneously saying Sarah Connor beating up men in Terminator 2
Here
was
it is. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is.
realistic.
Sarah Connor was an awesome kick-ass fighter in Terminator 2, but the film never tries to pretend that she's bigger or stronger than the men around her. Instead, she uses weapons, the environment, surprise ambushes, threats, and hostage taking to even the odds.
Okay. Fine. Whatever. Like that's an opinion. I'm not sure if I agree with that opinion, but it's an opinion. Okay. But at least he's like saying like, oh, this one works, and he's not just shitting on her because she's a woman. She can't do anything. She's a woman and women can't fight. They can't fight at all.
And it works. You believe that she could actually accomplish the things she does, and the natural result is that you buy into her character more.
Only for her to do things like this.
Oh, she overpowers the dude. But he literally just said that doesn't happen. And also, like, this is possible in real life. I know it's tough. I know some fighting shit. I know enough till if I get in a situation, I can be fine. But, like, you can, like, use people's, like, body weight against them and throw them down, even if they are stronger than you. Like, that is a thing. And that's not even, like, entirely what's going on. And yet he was like, oh yeah, she's fine in this movie.
And it works. You believe that she could actually accomplish the things she does, and the natural result is that you buy into her character more.
Yeah. Either he wanted to give that take because he just liked Sarah Connor, and he decided to just conveniently ignore this. He forgot about this scene, or he didn't watch the fucking movie and just went off of what people...
How are these people continuously getting away with saying obviously wrong things, you might ask?
Because people like those opinions. Straight up. That is what it is. Again, I was in this shit, and that's why I would keep watching.
Well, because you let them. They're pushing the rhetoric you want, so it doesn't matter that basically everything they say fails a fact check. People like me are just part of the woke agenda. So
Don't woke this. I hate the term woke. Challenge. You want to challenge the people who believe in the word woke? Ask them this question. Define what woke is. What is woke? Just what is woke? They might give you like, oh, here's a list. Like, no, give me a definition so I know what woke is. So because I don't know what woke is. What is woke? So if you can give me a definition so I can understand it, they won't be able to give you a good definition. They won't.
Of these people, even if it's right, is just leftist tears, jealous that these people have more subscribers than me.
I don't give a shit. I could stay at 2 followers and I wouldn't care. I do this for fun.
Really funny to me because it's like,
how many people call him a grifter, but this trend only started happening when 1 million subs, dude. I don't care. I honestly don't. I could stay at 2 followers and I'd still have fun.
I've been going after some
for the rest of my life. I don't care.
Just under 10 years, and their subscriber count like never came into the question for me. You know, they had like 8 million when I started, and now there's something like 9, just under 10 million.
He has more followers.
It's a huge number,
dude. That's like some like middle school shit. It's like, I'm just more. You just hate me because I'm more popular than you. It's literally that shit on the internet. Like, you're making a middle school argument, man. Like, I don't give a fuck how many subs a dude has. If he sucks, he sucks. If he sucks, he sucks. I'm gonna call him out because he sucks. I don't give a fuck.
But when I went after them,
I don't give a fuck if he has 2 million subscribers or if he has 10.
Was never like, oh, they have a lot of subscribers. That either is going to make me scared or make me jump at the opportunity to...
Oh, believe me, someone's sub count doesn't scare me. If you know, you know.
8 or 9 or 10 million people. So it's just weird to see people go, well, the Critical Drinker has 1 million or 2 million subscribers. That's why he's going after.
But I've like reiterated that point like 2 billion times. I'm just gonna let him talk.
I'm gonna throw up on the screen a tweet I made 3 years ago. I've been saying this about this.
Alright, yeah, I think I'm done watching Critical Drinkers content at this point. 2021, yes, that was a while ago. I'm all for ribbing the SJWs, which, yes, there are people on the left that are ridiculous. Like, okay, like, that I do go, like, okay, that's a bit much. For ribbing on the SJWs, but he's ventured way too far into anti-everything that's not white, straight, and male. Can't follow you down that hole, bro.
Forever.
Good for you.
So
Yes,
the
good
video
for you.
that I made on him
You
literally
have
wasn't that,
means you have standards.
it was a trend or anything like that. It was people were like, Birdman, where's the video? You keep promising the video. Make the fucking video. So I made the fucking video.
Chap it. It
You
is.
want the real
I'm going
red pill? Well, this is it.
This is
People
true,
like
too.
Andrew Tate, the critical drinker, Nerdrotic, and Eric July are the ones keeping you in the Matrix. They are the agents protecting the system. That system being the spiral of consuming misinformation that puts money in their pockets. Andrew Tate told you to your face.
Yes, that is true. Honestly, I feel more free where I am right now than I ever was watching fucking quartering.
That crypto is a scam and a way to exploit people.
Right,
like
this
you.
is a gem too.
Crypto. No, I'm never gonna launch a crypto. I just like
No.
crypto Twitter because crypto Twitter are full of the biggest degenerate losers on the planet. They're losers.
Yeah, okay. That's actually a... That's a take I agree with. Great. I agreed with the Andrew Tate take, but it's objectively, I do. If I agree with it, I agree with it, whatever. I don't like the dude, but if he says something true, I'm going
Crypto is the
agree
only
with it.
scenario I can think of where you can make a whole bunch of money while benefiting society's you.
But he has a crypto coin. Eric July pretends to
God,
be an expert
I hate that I agreed with a take, but
in
well.
comic books, but doesn't know what a legacy character is.
What is
Our
a new,
comic
what
book
do you mean by
tradition.
new legacy character? What do you mean new legacy character?
You
Are you talking
understand-
about
you-
knockoff versions? Is that what you're referring to?
Legacy
okay, so
characters.
You understand what a legacy character is, right?
Yes, I'm asking you for clarification. Can you answer what the question I just asked?
Well, I'm trying to understand how you are asking what a legacy character is. A legacy character is simply a character.
What do you mean by
Man, that's a lot of names he's scrolling through.
if they're a legacy character?
A bunch
what
of
would be new?
variations. Bunch of variations that have existed for ever. Wow. And yes, this has been a thing forever. Even like in my fucking clique with Transformers. There's a bunch of variations of fucking Optimus Prime that are all different. And it's been like that since the beginning. Like, it doesn't have to be the same shit.
What? No, legacy characters are characters that carry on the legacy. You understand that, right?
Yes, I understand that, but if it's a legacy
Yes.
character, the character itself.
And like, that's what Optimus Prime, again, going back to Transformers, I'm a huge Transformers fan. If you couldn't tell by the song that I played at the beginning of my stream. Yes, like Optimus Prime took over in G1. People didn't like it back then. That was 86. And now people are all of a sudden, the same shit happens now. And they're like, this never happened. It did, bitch. It did. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't want to bring up more examples because I'm not sure if they're true. Like, I want to say, like, maybe it's... I was going to say, like, I think Sam Wilson might have taken on, like, the Captain America role before the whole get woke, go broke shit started. But I'm not sure if that's true. But, like, this concept has been a thing for so long.
Been there and it's ingrained in comic books, as you just said. So what do you mean new?
Huh? Oil? Who said something about oil, bitch? You cooking?
And the brainwashing
I don't
has
know where
worked
that's from,
because
but
the
that's
sheer
pretty-
amount of people that just repeat things these people say.
Mary Sue. You replaced the male lead with a Mary Sue, who outclassed all the legacy characters. By the time Rise came out, they lost half their audience. Excuse me. One, stop misusing legacy characters. God damn, what the fuck is up with me today? That does not mean what you think it means. Miles Morales is a legacy character. Luke is not. Yeah, I know he's not. Because he came first. Half of what audience? A single male-led Star Wars film made over $1 billion, whereas 4 straight female-led ones did.
Has completely overrun the internet, and no one on that side seems to question the validity of these claims.
Give me one moment, guys. I need to actually feed my pupper. So I will be right back. Hang on. I'm back. Sorry. Give me one moment. Let me get my earbuds back in. Anyway, and let's go back to my screen. There we go. Alright. Sorry. I had a fucking alarm that went off to make sure I actually remembered it.
We can't even have a game award show without this nonsense, where world premieres for highly anticipated franchises and companies are harangued with anti-woke rhetoric. Apparently,
okay, it did switch over.
This woman is too masculine for some. And I mean, what...
How?
Part of this woman is...
Bitch, I wish I looked like her. What the fuck you talking about?
Is it the hair? You don't like the hairstyle? Is that what makes it woke? Well then, you're going to have to explain
hair makes me woke.
This masculine woman and this shaved head wasn't woke back then.
Oh shit.
We all know how you love Sarah Connor and Ellen Ripley, now don't we?
Yeah, that was good. Damn, I've been streaming for over an hour. Yeah, interesting. Let me go back to my face cam. Oh, I love it. I love that I have that. Yeah. I love that video because he like has like receipts for like everything. And now people can't claim that Critical Drinker isn't a grifter because he believes in it. Oh, wow. I don't have an applause. I wish I had applause, but I'd probably be spamming as much as Rich does. But yeah. I actually really had fun with this stream. I'm actually not going to lie. I actually enjoyed myself. Which is a good sign of like where I should take things. Because again, I wanted to do this to see if I like got into it. And I think I did. And I hope I was entertaining enough. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. But yeah, I might shoot this shit for a few minutes if you guys want to. But yeah. Is she eating? Yeah, she is. Good. And I probably have to get off anyway, because knowing my dog, she's gonna ring the bell again. Because she's a little one, she has a pretty small digestive system. So yeah. Now you know what Grifter is, with receipts. And that's how I like his stuff. I might watch one of his like critical drinker video, because I think that one was really good. And yeah, so yeah, stay tuned for that. What time is it? Oh, it's only 7. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I'm glad I was able to do this stream. I'm down 1 viewer. That's fine though. I'm a new streamer. It's okay. It happens. It'll get there. It'll get there. Again, I'll hold to what I say. Like, yeah, I only have like 2 followers at the moment. All I care about is I have fun doing this shit. That's it. Like, I can stay at 2 followers forever. I don't need 1 million. I don't know what I'd do if I got big. I don't know. Like, God, I'd probably feel stressed the fuck out, honestly. Because then, like, a bunch of people, like, expect, like, highly of me. I'm just a fucking bitch on the internet. But, yeah. I don't know. But, yeah, that's usually why they do it. And it does work. It gets them clicks. They give takes that are popular. And hell, like, it happened with Andy Pants recently, where people, like, proved that what he believes in currently is a crock of shit. And I don't know if he's still... I haven't heard anything about him, because welcome to the internet. Once people are, like, done making content on someone, they just forget they exist. Even though, in some cases, they probably shouldn't. But that's a problem I have with drama, is like, they'll go, like, cool, like, you expose someone like Mini Lad. Rightfully so, he did a bunch of horrific shit. And then, few weeks pass, like, maybe a couple months, when the money-making potential on it dries up, and Mini Lad's still on fucking YouTube. So what did you do? Like, you ruined his reputation, but he's still making a living off YouTube. It's not like you even, like, destroyed his ability to make a living on YouTube. You didn't. Because he's still there. He's still making a living on it. That's a problem I have. And, like, Keemstar, you say you can get people's channels deleted. Why don't you delete Mini Lads? Why don't you call up your YouTube buddies and tell them, hey, delete Mini Lad's channel. Mini Lad shouldn't be on a platform after what he did, but he still is. Like, why aren't you calling him? And there's my cue. So anyway, guys, I'm going to take that bell that my dog just rung as my cue to get off stream. I hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully this time the VOD actually saved. I made sure that option was toggled, so it should, and if it is and you weren't able to make it, you can watch it. I will probably post this VOD to my YouTube channel too. And anyways, I need to tend to my dog. And I appreciate y'all for watching, and have a good one. I just have some shit to do. But I'm glad I was able to get through everything. Anyway, I'm done rambling. Goodbye!